What up, peoples? Oh, not a whole lot. I had a good video going earlier, and then I got sidetracked with all the dark jokes that I was reading. And I had a good video going on Facebook Live earlier, but then, lo and behold, I got a wee bit sidetracked with I got a good dark joke. You know what the difference is between a feminist and a suicide vest? Well, the suicide vest will actually do something when they're triggered. That shit made me laugh my fucking ass off. Like, when I read that joke, I was like, oh, yes. Like, that shit was fucking funny. I don't care who you are. And then they had some other jokes on there that weren't, and then they had some other jokes on there that weren't exactly the nicest of jokes. I mean, that one was pretty tame. Like, some of the jokes I were reading were just fucking awful. Like, they literally had jokes making fun of autism. They had jokes making fun of dead babies. They had jokes making fun of pretty much everything and everybody. One of the jokes they told was, and I quote, "What's the difference between a shooter shooting up a school and an autistic kid being picked on? Oh, I guess it depends on the shooter." Like, stupid jokes like that were just completely insensitive towards a lot of things. Yeah, dead baby jokes are hilarious. That's just because they're so sick and twisted. That's why they're funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, the reason why it's funny is because it's normally something you don't joke about. That's why it's funny. So people are like, well, I don't get the premise of it. Why are jokes about dead babies funny? Because it's sick and twisted. That's why it's funny. You know, how many dead babies does it take to change out a light bulb? I don't know. It depends on how tall your ceiling is. You know what I'm saying? Like, stupid shit like that. Yeah. I might have to increase my shampoo treatment to like 3 times a week. I was trying it once a week just to see if that would help. Like I haven't picked out hair on the back of my crown here in quite some time. I've been trying to avoid pulling out my hair, but when you have trichotillomania, it's not exactly easy, you know. So I haven't really. I haven't pulled hair from my head in quite some time. Look at all this dead hair that comes off in your comb when you comb your hair. Like, ew, dude. Yeah, a fan sent me some garlic shampoo. Oh yeah, it's a surprisingly, huh. Although I washed my hair with the shampoo earlier today after like a couple of days of not washing it, and then take it out of the ponytail and comb it out a bit. I mean, you can tell where I've been picking, like all through here is where it's really bad. You know, if I could just get my widow's peak to grow back, I'd be happy with that. Because right now this doesn't look that bad. I mean, it's a little bit thin from picking and stress and, you know, dyeing my hair. There's a reason why I don't dye my hair anymore. It's because, quite frankly, it's fucking expensive and it kills the crap out of your hair. And on top of that, it doesn't last. I love having my long hair, to be honest. Like, yeah, me with short hair is just fucking weird. People are so used to seeing me with this long hair, they're like, if I got a fucking haircut and cut it all off, people will be like, he doesn't even look the same. Well, it doesn't look that bad. It certainly could be worse. And although I might have to actually try for, hold on, let me throw all this dead hair I combed out of my hair away. Look at that. Yeah. Like, I've seen pictures of me with short hair, and it's like, I don't look the same. Uh, uh, I mean, I've literally, not just like the back of my scalp, right, but the back of my crown right here. I've picked out hair on other areas of my head, obviously, so it doesn't look 100% the best. But I've been making a sun. Hold on. I've been making a subconscious effort to not pick at my hair if I can help it. You know, because I've seen people. I saw a documentary on YouTube about trichotillomania or trichotillomania, however the fuck you pronounce it. Well, I don't know, like, because I don't have a P.O. box set up, and I can't just give my address out to people on the internet, you know what I'm saying? Oh, it's a hole in my shirt. Okay, for a second I thought that was something in my hair. I'm like, ew, get that out of there. Ah, man. Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, that does suck that the trolls have my address. And instead of my actual fans, you know, some of my fans have sent me some cool stuff in the last couple of days. I will not lie there. But for the most part, it is unfortunate that most of my fans don't have my actual address. Yeah. Actually, yeah, P.O. boxes do cost money, believe it or not. Because you're paying the post office time to keep it open and shit. Mm. So if I want to fix my hair from getting any thinner, try not to stress life so much. Honestly, I don't know how much monthly fees for that kind of thing are. But stress can make your hair look thin, believe it or not. And it's important to, I mean, all things considered, my hair looked a lot thinner this time last year. Hell yeah. But how do I feel about that garlic shampoo that I got? I fucking love that shit, dude. It makes my hair so freaking soft and it smells amazing. Despite being called garlic shampoo and garlic conditioner, it doesn't smell anything like garlic. Eh. I'm like, this time last year, my hair didn't look this good. I'm just saying. There was a while that for a while, ugh, man, I'm getting my words mixed up here. For a while though, like my hair didn't look this good. It looked a lot thinner last year. I noticed. Well, 2017 wasn't exactly an easy year for me, but man, hmm. See, I would be interested in it, but I don't want my fucking PO box getting filled up with stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Believe me, I'd love to get a PO box set up so my fans can mail me stuff. That'd be cool to do more unboxing videos and what have you, but Mm. You know, I don't have enough confidence in myself. I'll be the first to say it. I'm not that bad looking either. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm the handsomest guy in the world, but I'm not the ugliest either. Yeah, here's the thing about that. If I worked it out to I only gave people who I approved the PO box. Unfortunately, it's the fucking internet. It has a way of leaking out. So even if I did give it to somebody that I supposedly approved, I could foresee it leaking into the hands of trolls and what have you. Yeah. But don't get me wrong, I appreciate it. Like when I get a package and I get cool shit in the package, you know what I'm saying? Ugh. Hmm. Um, yeah, because I didn't have a PO box set up, I ended up using my home address to mail off the wands. And eh. Well, hell yeah, Justin. Thank you for the offer. See, I must be doing something right on social media when I got fans who are willing to help me pay for a PO box. I'm just saying, like, yeah. Yes. Yes. My goatee's at a length where I can play with it a little bit. It's long enough that it's coming in nice and thick. I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. That looks nice. This shit fucking frames my face nicely. Unfortunately, Oliver, that's usually how it goes. Oliver Bigelow says, or Bigelow says, few idiots ruin it for everyone. Yeah? Alright, Justin, that sounds good. I'll definitely think about it. I mean, I hate. Well, the only thing I hate is, I feel like a bum for, taking the help, but at the same time, people are willing to give it. Yeah. Huh. It doesn't look half bad at all. Definitely looks a lot thicker. I don't know. I might try increasing that shampoo treatment to like 3 times a week, and we'll see if that makes it drastic. Huh. Hmm. I'll try increasing my shampoo treatment to like, I don't know, like 2, 3 times a week. And we'll see if that makes any difference. Because I'm always a little bit weary when you got a shampoo that's designed for baldness and growing back hair and that sort of thing. It's sort of like the claims they make with those penis enhancement pills. It just sounds too good to be true, right? But using it once a week, like I've been doing, and after the first couple of weeks of just using it once a week, I can definitely see it's a lot thicker. I mean, I'm not too worried about the back half right here. That's got enough hair on there. I can comb it and, I've stopped picking to a point where I can still cover it up. I'm more worried about these right here. I'm more worried about my goddamn widow's peak, man. Like, ugh. I mean, I can feel hair coming in, like, right here and right here. Like, literally, I can feel that shit coming in. Yeah. And waiting for it to be long enough where I can, do some more stuff with it. That's the pain in the ass right there. I mean, it still looks like it's actually no. My widow's peak doesn't look as thin as it normally does. For me trying to shave devil horns into my fucking head, that worked out beautifully. No, not really. Oh man, but the hair on it's like really fucking tiny right now. And there's a couple strands that are longer, but man. I can definitely see like a patch of hair growing in on either side. I can see it, I can feel it. You know what I'm saying? Although my hair growth might have slowed down a little bit now that I'm a little bit older. That could be why it's taking so long. I don't know. Yeah. I know smoking tobacco doesn't necessarily help with your hair issue, but I enjoy tobacco too much. I mean, I've been using mane and tail for a long ass time, and then I always grew my hair out with a nice length, but on the back of that shampoo bottle, it literally says use 2 to 3 times a week. And I've been doing it once just to see if it make any difference. Anywhere from 1 to 3 times a week, depending on how severe it is, and mine's not that severe. But when you pull your hair out, it leaves a scar, or it can, and then of course you have to deal with the repercussion if you've pulled that hair out so many times that the follicle doesn't grow back, and you're pretty much just shit out of luck. You know what I'm saying? And the documentary I watched on trichotillomania on YouTube, it was about these women who had trichotillomania, and it was a lot worse than mine, like a lot worse than, you know. And I think seeing somebody else go through what I go through on a much bigger scale, that might have subconsciously helped, but that was a good minute ago. Well, tomorrow, or I should say this morning, yeah, it's weird because I go to scratch my fucking head just like that, and then my hair does that. What the hell? It's weird. I scratch my hair and it bunches up like that, which makes my hair look worse than it really is. So if I take it after doing that, literally all I have to do is combing out. I don't know, but I certainly hope it doesn't come to that, but if my hair starts pulling a Hulk Hogan where it's just super long toilet bowl rim around my head, then that's when I'm just like, But I'll try increasing my treatments a bit. I don't know, man. Like, if one day I woke up and all of a sudden I had this long, luscious rim of toilet bowl rim around my head and everything else up here was just gone. Oh, dude, that would look so bad. That would suck, dude. I mean, when I comb my hair out and let it fall down naturally, it doesn't look half bad. It looks a lot better anyways. And, But one of the reasons why I wear the bandana is so it covers up my trichotillomania, and it also acts as a shield against picking. If I go to, subconsciously pull out my hair, and there's a bandana right there, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people who have trichotillomania will wear hats or bandanas because it acts as a shield. Oh, I don't want to pull this ponytail too goddamn tight, but just loosen, just tight enough that it holds. I look to loop number 3, loop number 4. All right. There you go. And no, it doesn't look that bad at all. Fucking flatten it out, comb it out, There we go. I gotta stop messing with my hair because nobody wants to fucking watch me on Facebook Live fuck with my hair. Like, that's boring as shit. If my hair went to Hulk Hogan status and it was just completely bald on top, oh, dude. I think I would shave the rest of it off because, like, I couldn't. It looks stupid. People would be like, "Oh, look who's trying to cling to his youth." They'd all be making jokes like that behind my back, and I'm just like, "Fuck you." And this bandana that Summer hooked me up with, it was her dad's old bandana, and he's no longer with us, but his head was like mine, a lot bigger in diameter, so I hate getting a bandana, trying to fucking tie it to my head, and then it's tight as fuck. It's like, oh, dude. But you get a much larger bandana for a much larger head, and it fits your head very comfortably. You'd be surprised. Well, some people can rock bald heads. I, however, cannot. That's just, people are so used to. That's because people like Bruce Willis can pull that look off. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a shaved head. If that's how you do, that's how you do. There are some actors like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Bruce Willis, just to name a few, that can pull that look off. It looks good on them because, you know what I'm saying? It complements their facial structure, that sort of thing. But people are so used to seeing me with long ass hair that if I lost all this hair, they'd be like, I don't even recognize him. He doesn't look the same. Well, in my dad's case, my dad was going so bald to the point where if he grew his hair out, it just looked silly to him. So he just said, fuck it, and decided to just, completely shave it. So yeah, my dad keeps his head shaved now, I guess, because whenever his hair does grow back in, it doesn't grow in everywhere. So oh, I'm out of cigarettes. Is there actual tobacco in here? Or is there a bowl of tobacco I forgot to smoke in here, or what? Hmm. There's definitely something in my pipe clogging it up. Hold on a second. Yeah, there we go. The other day, I thought I lost my tobacco pipe, this one right here. Then I forgot, subconsciously, I left it at my place. I get back to my place after helping my buddy Michael Baldwin out for a bit. I look over my ashtray and I'm like, oh. Put a pinch in there just like that. Now let's hit the bowl down real quick. Oh, look at all that gunk in my stem. Pipe tobacco resin. Holy shit. That's a lot of gunk, man. Go ahead and just stick that on top of my tobacco there. Yeah. Yeah. All the tar from your tobacco smoking collects into your stem. So all that nicotine is just waiting to be smoked. And most pipe smokers wouldn't smoke the gunk out of their stem. They'd be like, oh, dude. But me, I'm just like, you know what? You probably hear it pop and sizzle when I roast it with the lighter. God damn. And if you don't scrape your pipes very often, whoo-hoo. Like literally, I took it and pressed it down into the tobacco just like that. Beautiful. Holy Jesus. Yeah, buddy. There you go. Now it's clean. Seek the roses along the way. Just beware of the thorns. But I had a topic on one of my Facebook live streams that I didn't post, and how much do you love tobacco? Probably not as much as me. Like, I'm literally licking the resin off my fingertips. Yeah. I think I had a couple of basic guidelines to dating that people could use to help them on the scene. And what were they? Rule number 1, assume they're always taken. That's going to save you so much rejection you don't even know. Been there, done that, burn the t-shirt. Rule number 2, of course, if they're attractive, more than likely they're taken. That's the law of the jungle. Right? Oh, he is. He's a good friend. All the tar and gunk that collects in my smoking pipe. It'll collect in the stem right here, and it's so easy to scrape. Just bloop, 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 bloop. That's a good amount of tar. Fuck it. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. That's the ticket. I mean, you hear the sizzling in the pipe. That's from the tar I collected from my pipe. I stuck it back in the bowl. Tobacco resin tar, whatever the fuck it's called. And that's good tar. Why would you want to fucking waste it? Some pipe smokers be like, yeah, that's gross. Oh fuck, dude, I'm starting to Get a nice little nicotine buzz going. There we go. Mm. 27 in 6 days. Ugh. No shit, Parker. I am somewhat addicted to tobacco, yes, but it's not a heavy addiction. Yeah, I kind of caught on to that sarcasm. I was being sarcastic too. But rule number 2 on the dating scene, rule number 1 or rule number 2, assume they're taken, and if they're attractive, they probably are. Rule number 3, easier said than done, but be confident in who you are as a person. Let's see, what was rule number 4? Oh yeah, rule number 4, don't be afraid to have standards. Some might say, oh, your standards are too high. So, if it means your happiness, then who gives a fuck? Having a sense of humor helps. I can make a pipe out of a chunk of stick. It's real easy. You cut a chunk of stick about that big out. Ooh, shit, excuse me. And take a drill bit, drill a hole in the middle of it all the way through to the end. And then you take a wider drill bit and you bore a hole out on one end for the bowl. And you can make a little tobacco chillum out of sticks. But carving something like this, I probably could do it, but I don't know. It'd be a time-consuming process. But the 4 basic guidelines that I provided will help you on the dating scene. Rules 1 and 2, assume they're taken before you make a move. And if they're attractive, they probably are. That's usually how it goes. Rule 3 is having confidence in yourself. And rule 4, I guess, is, like I said, don't be afraid to have standards. Rule number 5, having a good sense of humor and, I'm saying, like pickup lines. You don't want pickup lines to be over the top perverted, but at the same time you want them to be like funny, like haha, You get a chick to laugh on her first impression of you. Yeah, buddy. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know if I could live in any other era. I don't know. Hmm. Like either the 70s or the 80s or fucking 1920s. There's so many good eras you could live in. I'm not gonna go to college just to fucking meet one chick. Like that comes off as stalkerish, dude. No, I'm good on that. You had to bring her up. Oh, that smile. Jess Wall says, I bet that green-eyed goddess from Loaf and Jug goes to the community college. Go check her out there. uh, that pretty face is burned into my skull, goddammit. Uh, uh, no, I have no desire to go to college right now. Just so I can be paying off student debt loans when I'm in my 40s? Fuck off. Fuck right off, dude. Ain't that just a typical American life? Let's go to college for a fucking degree just so we can make a shit ton of money, just so we can pay fucking student loan debt when we're in our fucking 40s and we're struggling to make it. Huh. Yeah, because that makes total sense, right? At some point, you have to ask yourself, when is loaning too much? Because if you fucking adults, man, we take out loans for student loans, and then we take out loans for houses, then we take out loans for cars, and just loan. And eventually you're stacked up to your Asperger's and bills, and your life sucks. But you took out those loans to make your life more convenient. It might have made it more convenient in the short term, but long term you're fucked. All these fucking millennials that are going to college right now, taking out a shit ton of student loans just to pay for their education. You know what I'm saying? Like, oof, dude. If you can afford to go to college and pay for it yourself or have someone that loves and cares about you pay for it, that's a much better alternative. Oh. Now, strangely enough, she didn't have black hair, but she had a dark brown hair that was similar to mine. Like literally, her hair color was practically the exact same color as mine almost. Uh, so I'm hanging out with homeboy Scotty, and he's like, hey bro, could you walk to Loaf and Jug and get a 2-liter? Hands me some money. I'm like, yeah, I can do that. I'm walking out there to Loaf and Jug, and his mom, Mildred, she's like, you going to Loaf and Jug? And I'm like, yeah. She goes, you need a pack of smokes? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So she hands me some money, and I go to Loaf and Jug, and I'm standing in line. Eh. And this chick stops and stares at me, and freaking our eyes meet. And I'm trying not to smile, but I definitely had a smile crack in my face when we were checking each other out. And then I could have swore she turned around to walk out the door, and she literally stopped for a split second and was staring at me through the reflection of the glass of the front door to that Loaf and Jug, and my mouth did this. Like, literally, my mouth dropped to the floor. Like, this chick was fine as hell, man. I'm like, oh, man. And I think she did that on purpose, to be honest. Like, I think she deliberately stopped to stare at the reflection in the mirror of that glass of that door just to see what I'd do. So you bet your sweet Asperger's she saw me checking her out. And I think she was all right with it. Yeah. And even though she was smiling at me like, oh, hey, this guy's, attractive, whatever, I'm trying to play it off like, I don't give a shit. You're just another chick. So what? But them green eyes, man. Oof. The pretty ass smile and the green eyes, man. Oh my God. That's the kind of chick I could see myself dating, but it's not going to happen, so quit thinking about it. uh, I don't think she's into me. I think she was just being polite, honestly. I mean, in the back of my mind, I want to sit there and say, oh, the way she was smiling at me, like she was digging me and shit, but I don't want to assume shit. I mean, I literally make no money right now other than the wands. And I practically live off of my disability pay because of my Asperger's, which, you know, I'm eternally grateful for that. You have no idea how grateful I am for my disability pay. See, I grew up with Asperger's at a time when it wasn't diagnosed properly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up when it was unheard of. I didn't get properly diagnosed until I was 13, when they had a better understanding of what it was. And then, of course, once my parents found out I had Asperger's, they're like, oh, check this out. Things you should not do when raising a child with Asperger's. And my parents are like face palming themselves like, oh, crap. We did all this stuff we weren't supposed to do. Well, to be fair, my parents didn't know I had Asperger's. Nobody fucking knew. Like, going from fucking doctor to doctor like some goddamn zoo exhibit, being studied like some fucking science project. What makes Josh tick? Oh, he has this. Oh, no, he has that. Let's try this pill. Let's try that pill. The fact that I'm not living on the streets, the fact that I'm not in a goddamn group home, and the fact that I'm not in a goddamn asylum somewhere in a nice, quiet, padded room is a miracle in itself. Most people with autism can't really function in society. It's unfortunate, but you know, they could be gifted little fuckers, man. Let me tell you, people with autism, they'll excel in certain areas. So they could be just absolutely horrible with people skills and end up being like fucking geniuses at certain things. It's just how it is, you know? Ugh. And even if you have a girlfriend, you're still going to smile at women you find attractive. That's just human nature. You know what I'm saying? And the same is said for girls who have boyfriends. So I'm willing to bet you she's got a boyfriend. I'm not stupid. Chick that pretty, please. And this is the funny thing of it. Sometimes just because a chick's pretty doesn't mean she has a boyfriend. You know, it does happen. Sometimes if you're too picky, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, being too picky is going to hurt you in the long run. Even though it's your happiness on the dating scene, so obviously that matters. But just know if you're too picky, then, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have a very lonely time dating. You had to bring up that cute-ass green-eyed chick from Loaf and Jug. God damn it. I'm still kicking myself for not saying something like, hey, you like guitar players because I'd rock your world. I'm still kicking myself for not throwing a pickup line her way. God damn it. She smiled at me. The opportunity was right there. I had it in my fucking fingertips. And I let it slide. All I could do was drool at her like a fucking autistic retard. It's just, what do you call a midget with autism? A wee-tard. That was one of those fucking jokes I read earlier. I was just like, okay, you know, it's making fun of autism and little people, but, you know, hey, fuck it, right? Oh, retard, goddamn it. Oh. And some of the jokes on there were so fucking bad that I just couldn't read it because it just like, wow, dude, that wasn't even funny. That was just. There was a joke on there about some dad fucking his daughter and his wife walking in and how priceless the reaction was. And then the shock of the wife because the goddamn doctors let the dad keep the fetus or some shit. It was a really just horrible abortion joke. Like, I don't know, man. Like, abortion jokes are funny, but making a joke about fucking a dead fetus and then having your wife walking on it, that's just, I don't know, man. For me, that's kind of crossing the line a little bit. Like, I was reading that joke and I'm like, that's not even funny. That's just disgusting. uh, I mean, the rule of thumb with disgusting and inappropriate, dark humor, offensive jokes, it's a little bit funny if there's a play on words involved. You know what I'm saying? But doing a joke just to be disgusting and sick, just for the sake of it, I mean, I don't know. That's just. Like, I read that joke and I was just like, oh, dude, that's messed up. And they had some joke about some brother fucking his sister and getting AIDS or some shit. And I was just like, how is that funny? Like, that's just, oh, dude. No. Occasionally, though, I'll massage my widow's peak with my fingers to stimulate the follicles and that sort of thing. I mean, I can see hair growing in, it's just taking a lot longer than I want it to. Now, if my widow's peak gets long enough, I can get extensions. Yeah. The way my bangs naturally arch when they're short enough, you know what I'm saying? I don't need hair gel for shit. Unless I'm doing like a rockabilly, like comb over, Fucking 3 o'clock in the morning almost. God damn it. How the fuck? I don't know how I do it. I sit here and chit chat with my peeps, and just like that, an hour goes by. It's like, how the fuck? No, wait, it's the other one. I like that chick I bought the earrings from at the mall. Yeah, she was pretty. I was talking to my buddy Jonathan Banks. I'm just like, bro, you see that cute ass raven-haired beauty at the mall with the green eyes? And he's like, oh yeah, that's so and so. I know who you're talking about. She's pretty. I'm like, yeah, she is. I'm all telling her how I was gonna ask her out and how I chickened out, and then went to go ask her out again, and she wasn't there. And then he tells me, apparently, that the manager at her job had fired her from the mall because he thought she was flirting with customers. What? In today's society, sex sells, man. And if she's flirting with customers to make sales, so what? That means the manager's going to be making more money. Like, I'm like, oh, that's stupid. And then after I found that out, then I found out she had a boyfriend, and I'm like, well, damn it. That's just a double fucking whammy, isn't it? No, I've given up on dating for the most part. I don't really try. I don't make enough money right now to, you know, to be a substantial dating partner. You know what I'm saying? The money isn't everything, but let's be real. When you got the money to spoil your girlfriend rotten and you make her happy by doing that, it's a good feeling, like buying nice things for your girlfriend to make her happy. That's a good feeling, you know what I'm saying? But fucking A, dude. Some relationships take work and severe, like, I don't know, what's the word? Uh, Mental patience, yeah. Not like patients in a hospital, but like patience as in, patience, like having the patience to put, you know what I'm saying? Because some people are just not easy to love. Yeah. Damn, that's a good looking Cobra tattoo. Black Sunday Tattoo Parlor did an excellent job on that. Like, that shit's fucking fresh, dude. And quite frankly, I don't try because I expect to get rejected. And I hate it, so I don't try because of that. I wouldn't say I'm afraid of rejection, but I don't like getting rejected by women, so I don't try. I mean, it's at least it hurts less when the control's in your hands, you know? Honesty's a bitch, isn't it? Yeah. Now, wouldn't that be funny? I could just totally see it happening too. Uh, I go to dinner, like I could see that happening too. Like I go to dinner with my family at some restaurant, and the fucking chick from Loaf and Jug ends up being our waitress. Oh my god, dude, that would that would be ain't that some shit moment right there. Going out to eat with my family, and then the chick from Loaf and Jug that I seen ends up being our waitress. I'd be like, what are the fucking odds on that? Uh, would I flirt with her? Probably not. Just smile politely and I'll talk a big game about flirting, but I don't actually do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I could be so real with Facebook right now, I'll talk a big game when it comes to flirting with women, but do I actually do it? No. I mean, you think somebody who has the confidence to be themselves on the internet, full of people who get off on making fun of people like me who aren't afraid to be themselves, you think that somebody with that much confidence could talk to women? And you know, that's the funny thing of it, is it's different. You know, like when I'm doing a video on Facebook Live or for YouTube, I'm talking to a goddamn camera. I'm not talking face to face with somebody. So, yeah. I don't have to do shit. That's the beauty of being a heterosexual, is you don't have to date to find women attractive. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm going to die alone anyway, so it doesn't matter if you find somebody or not. And I've said it before, and it's the goddamn truth. A lot of people are in such a rush to find companionship that they end up rushing into a relationship just for the sake of not being alone. And then they end up miserable as fuck with that relationship. And then they accidentally get that bitch pregnant. Oh, damn. Not only did you rush into a relationship that you're miserable in, but now you got the bitch pregnant. Oh, man, you just fucked yourself hard on that one. I mean, if you're gonna have kids with a chick, you should have them with the girl that you love and respect and that you adore the fuck out of. You know what I'm saying? Much rather, there'd be a much better option than having kids with some chick you don't even like. I'm just saying. So being single has its advantages. It may be a lot more lonely, yes, but that's a fair trade for not having kids. Being lonely as fuck is a fair trade for not having kids. I'll take being lonely as fuck over not having kids any day. Do you think I want to raise kids in today's society? Are you fucking kidding me? When people are eating Tide Pods for a YouTube challenge and posting about the shootings they're going to pull on Instagram, do you think I want to live in this society like this? No, I don't. I don't want to live in it. I don't want to bring kids up in it. But the only reason I don't kill myself is because I have too many fucking fans and friends. Too many fans, too many friends and family that care about me too much. And, you know, if I did that, they'd be so devastated. You know, I'm saying, like, I was feeling suicidally depressed the last couple of days, and then I was starting to kind of get over it like I normally do, and then someone talked about that live stream where the kid, you know, someone talked about that fucking live stream where the kid blew his head off with a shotgun, and I'm like, what? And then I watched that live stream. Someone reposted it onto another channel on YouTube. And, oh, dude, his entire head just gone. Nothing but neck. And just seeing the head explode and seeing his lifeless body drop to the ground, that's like, damn, dude. Witnessing death like that is, you know what I'm saying, like, that's some morbid shit, man. And then hearing his fans, his or her, I don't know if it was a dude or a chick, I don't honestly know. But hearing that person's fans reacting to that suicide was painful to listen to, man. There are people crying about it, watching his live stream, like, what the you know what I'm saying? But then the cherry on top of the bullshit cake is when the poor kid's mom walks in and sees her fucking kid's head splattered all over the fucking room. And her fucking voice, she's just a fucking wreck at this point, crying her fucking eyes out, hysterical, you know. That's, not only did seeing someone getting their head blown off look painful as fuck, but just seeing the way that person's fans reacted. And then, like, oh man, like, after watching that video, like, I had to stop watching it. Like, I finished watching it, and I'm just sitting there like, oh, dude. I felt just horrible inside. Like, ugh. I didn't know the dude personally, but just seeing the way his or her suicide affected his fans and his mom like that, I'm just like, dude, I don't give a fuck how miserable I become in life. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth putting the people that care about me through that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because any sort of pain and misery that I'd be feeling that would make me want to do something stupid like that, that would only manifest itself tenfold on the people that care about me, you know? And it's just, you know what I'm saying, like I had to post the YouTube link to that video on Facebook for suicide awareness. Like, holy shit, dude. I mean, you can't fake shit like that. Ugh. No, I've seen a couple of videos of I've seen a couple of death videos on before, you know what I'm saying? I've seen videos of that kind of thing happening, but I don't know, when you struggle with suicidal depression because of life's bullshit, you know what I'm saying, and then you actually witness somebody do it, and then, you know what I'm saying, like, the way people reacted to it, the way it hurt people, you know, that fucking got me a little bit, dude, like, fuck. Like, if I'm gonna fucking kill myself, do it the natural way with good old Kentucky Brown. With cancer-causing tobacco and delicious, unhealthy food. Because that shit takes forever to kill you. Like a whole fucking lifetime. These fucking anti-tobacco commercials make me laugh. They literally, some of them are so extreme, they act like one fucking cigarette's gonna fucking make you die. Like, oh, one cigarette will kill you. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Sometimes I'll smoke when I'm having a shit. Sometimes I'll, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much the only time I don't smoke is when I'm showering or sleeping. Sometimes I'll smoke when I'm walking to a friend's house. Yeah. But tobacco's bad for you. Yeah, so is everything else in our fucking society. Extreme narcissism, too much exercise, texting while driving, which can kill people in an instant. Yeah, texting while driving is worse for you than cigarettes. I said it. I fucking said it. I mean, if there's something stupid you shouldn't do, that's just one of those things, like, come on now. Tobacco doesn't always kill you either, you know what I'm saying? But you're texting while driving, all it could take is a split second, and boom, a life's taken. You know, I can't imagine what that's like when you have a kid, you know, walking in after your kid has killed themselves and discovering your kid's body. Man, that has to severely fuck parents up, man. I can't imagine, like, the amount of therapy they're gonna fucking need after that, dude. Like, ugh. Like, yeah, me and my dad aren't gonna agree on everything. We're not gonna get along 100% of the time. But I know he cares about me, you know what I'm saying? Like, killing myself would be a fucking stupid thing. I got these gifts that most people would kill to have. Superpowers to a degree. I mean, I can't fly around the fucking city like Superman, which I'd be sick as fuck if I could, but I do have powers, but they're not like you think they are. You know, they're not like Dragon Ball Z type shit. You know, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? That'd be fucking sick. Someone pissed me off. You know what I'm saying? Can you actually fly? The answer is, you know, at this point, I don't know, YouTube and Facebook. At this point, anything's possible. Because the human mind is capable of so much. The human brain is underestimated. It's a very powerful tool. And people have discovered that unlocking the brain, it's like a combination lock, if you will. Doing the right things to unlock. Not everybody's going to have natural abilities like that. Some of us are going to be more in tune with it than others. But telekinesis, the science of moving things with your mind. Okay? If you got good enough at telekinesis and you meditated like the Tibetan monks do and what have you, I don't doubt for a fact you could learn how to fly. Or at least levitate, you know what I'm saying? That'd be some shit, wouldn't it? Just fucking see me levitating 4 feet in my chair right here. Doing this number like, it'd be like, King Cobra's the enlightened one. He's floating above his chair. It is. That live stream of that kid blowing his fucking head off with the shotgun, that is literally the perfect anti-suicide video. Like, I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're feeling suicidal, you watch that video, and he probably died as soon as he pulled the trigger, but he probably didn't feel shit. But, you know, his loved ones felt it. The people he cared about felt it. I mean, if you're going to commit suicide, don't do it on fucking live stream. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, there are fucking kids on YouTube, and guess what? Some of y'all parents don't even watch your kid when they're watching YouTube. So your kid's looking up inappropriate shit on YouTube and learning about stuff you don't want them to know. Then you get pissed off at the YouTube creator for making the content. It's like, well, maybe y'all should be better parents. You ever think of that? Maybe y'all should be better parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, and YouTube says that they don't allow violence on their website. That's a load of bullshit. YouTube says that they don't allow nudity on their website. That's a load of bullshit. Just like YouTube says, oh, we don't tolerate bullying and harassment. That's a load of bullshit. Someone created a fucking fake YouTube account pretending to be my dummy Sean. They took a picture of a Charlie McCarthy doll wearing a fucking top hat. And then, like, photoshopped it to look like Sean's eyeliner. And then, I'm like, you know, the fake accounts are getting old. Like, and they had to realize that shit was getting blocked as soon as I seen it. And ever since I seen that video, I've noticed that a lot of people are committing suicide because of bullying and shit. And, man, if you're getting bullied, fuck those losers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have your whole fucking life ahead of you. I know high school sucks. I've been there, done that, burnt the t-shirt, you know. I think my favorite year of high school was definitely my senior year. But do you think if all the anti-bullying messages made a fucking difference, it would actually go away? Because bullying is still a problem. It doesn't matter how much you talk about it, how much you make all these inspirational videos or what have you. It's never going to go away completely. So, like, if you want to be a fucking dickhead to your bully, be like, oh, your uncle touches you inappropriately, that's why you bully me. Just go ham with it. Just start saying shit like that until they start crying. Like, legitly. The human psyche is about as fragile as glass, and all you need is one good kick to break it. God bless the US of A. I fucking hate stickers like that. One, God doesn't exist. The only God or goddess that exists is the inner god / goddess. There is no fucking sky god. What kind of self-righteous God would let his children get molested in Catholic churches? What kind of self-righteous God would let his loving children that he loves so much get bone cancer? Like, what the fuck is that shit? What kind of self-righteous God says, oh, all these teens are committing suicide and pulling mass shootings and killing each other and killing themselves? You know what I'm saying? Fuck right off with that shit. Oh, but God loves all his children. Then the Sandy Hook shooting happened. Oh, no, but God loves all his children. All these shootings in Florida are happening. And at this point, like, if you worship the almighty bullshit sky god, the only thing keeping you to your religion is faith, and that's it. Because you can't fucking tell me there's a God. No fucking way. You know what I'm saying? What kind of self-righteous God would let somebody like Adolf Hitler rise to power and kill 6 million Jews? I'm just saying. There is no fucking God. And quite frankly, I get so fucking fed up with the devil getting blamed for everything. Oh, it's the devil. Okay, so how is it that Satan's the bad guy when Satan only killed 10 people in the Bible and God killed a shit ton more and told people, sacrifice virgins to make your corn grow better? God told his son Abraham to kill his son, that kind of crap. Oh, but Satan's the bad guy. Right. That makes total sense, doesn't it? There's a lot of fucked up shit in the Bible, I'm just saying. And y'all dumb motherfuckers want to read it to your children. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? I disagree with parents forcing their kids to go to church. That's bullshit. You're abusing your authority power. Some of these kids are too young to decide for themselves what they believe in, you know. Like, I literally see these fucking protesters standing on the sidewalk holding up anti-abortion signs, and they got their fucking kids in it. And I'm just like, dude, these are hot button political issues for adults to discuss. Why the fuck are you dragging your kid into it? I was trying to make it seem worse than it is. Like, dude, come on. There are certain times when abortion should be allowed. I don't think the goddamn government and the goddamn churches should be allowed to tell a woman what she can and can't do with her own goddamn body. That's bullshit. Woman goes to the doctor and says, oh, guess what? And the doctor says, oh, guess what, Miss So-and-so? We did an ultrasound and your baby's dead. Sorry to break the news to you. Now, you could get an abortion, but that's illegal in this state, so you're basically going to have to give birth to a dead baby. Sorry if that puts you through any emotional trauma or stress, you know. But the Bible thumpers have declared that God's against it. And that's what I don't get, Facebook. If God's against certain things like abortion and gay marriage and this and that, but then God's the creator of everything. So why would God be against something that God created? It doesn't make any fucking sense. How the fuck are you gonna sit there and tell me, well, at the last fucking supper, do you see any chicks present? No, it's just Jesus surrounded by a bunch of fucking dudes. I'm not making any assumptions, I'm just saying. Was there any record of Jesus actually ever having a kid or getting married? I don't know or care. No, I did not see that, but I'll have to check this out. Hey, check that out. I don't know why she... Alrighty then. That's cool. She's kind of cute too. Hell yeah. I don't know why the fuck she's wearing plastic around her face, but okay then. She's wearing one of the shirts that Don Picton made with that kick-ass logo. That's what's up. Hell yeah. Well, I didn't see it, but I saw it now. All these cute-ass fangirls all over the world, and none of them are nowhere near Casper. So convenient. I've seen some of the chicks that follow me on social media, and I'm just like, I mean, when you got a bunch of hot-ass goth chicks following you on YouTube and shit, that's most definitely what's up. And of course, they're nowhere near fucking Casper. Typical. Just fucking typical. That's gonna happen eventually, Facebook. I mean, people like me who don't get companionship with the female very often end up having to focus on other things like a career and making sure that I'm financially stable. You know what I'm saying? Like, most chicks don't want to date a broke-ass autistic goth. That's just a reality of life. Huh. That's most definitely what's up. Mr. Jas says, nowhere near Casper. Your biggest goth following is in Tokyo, Japan. Hell yeah, that's what's up. Shout out to all my Tokyo fans. Like, even if they don't subscribe to my channel, I still have people who watch my videos all over the world. But my biggest demographic audience is in the United States, of course, and Alaska. I don't check up on my YouTube statistics very often, but I wonder how many subscribers I'd have to get on YouTube before they started sending me $1,000 a month. Okay, Siri. How many subscribers do you need on YouTube to make $1,000 a month?
Here are some videos of make $1,000 a month I found on the web. Have a look.
That's not real helpful, Siri. I'll just Google it. Because if I can make $1,000 a month doing YouTube, I'd be content with that. I'd be very content with that. I'd have $600 for my bills and then $100 to $200 for groceries. That gives me like $200 to fuck around with in my pocket, you know? Which to me, that's a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? When you're a broke ass 90s kid, you learn to make the best of shit. Alright. How many subs do you need on YouTube to make $1,000? Well, there's an article that might be helpful. Let's see. How many YouTube subscribers do you need to start earning money? Online business with Sean's an ad. Okay. Let's see. In the how to make over $1,000 per month on YouTube. Since then, I've published over 350 plus videos. I have over 61,000 subs. Over 3,500,000 views. My earnings on YouTube range anywhere from 1,000 to 1,200 USD per month. My account, okay. Okay, so if I got to like 70,000 subscribers on YouTube, I could be making some decent cash, yo. But some people here in chat are saying that I need at least 80,000 subscribers on YouTube just to make money. Well, if I stuck to my cooking videos and crazy drink combos and the guitar playing and the music and the wand making and the ventriloquism and all that shit, my channel could grow. I mean, according to YouTube, I make like $128 off of YouTube revenue, which that's not bad. I wish they'd send it to me every month. That'd be cool. Get $128 from YouTube every month. I'd be happy with that. It's not enough to pay bills, but it's enough to have a little extra spending money. I'm just saying. I know people say it's better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all. I disagree. It's the other way around. Yeah. Yeah. So I bet you if I started walking around Tokyo, people would probably recognize me. They'd be like, oh, It's American Bad Boy Gothic King Cobra. No way. Oh, I guess you can make money off of 10,000 subscribers too. That's cool. Apparently, you can make a little bit of money, which is 10,000 subs. Huh. Well, I got 6,000 subscribers, and I'm literally 4,000 away from, a little under 4,000 away from reaching 10,000 subs. I'm literally almost 3,000 subs off. If I could get just 3,000 more subscribers to my YouTube channel, I might actually make some decent money on YouTube. Not enough to like buy a fancy ass house, but YouTube's like, oh, if I got 10,000 subscribers, they'd be like, oh shit. You know. I don't normally tell people to subscribe to my channel, but I need to start doing that. You know, it's part of the YouTube scene. Because if you don't tell people to subscribe to your channel, most people are going to think, oh, he doesn't care about that, blah, blah, blah. But if I got 10,000 subscribers and made at least, I don't know how many, like, made like $300 to $400 a month, I'd be happy with that. I think once you get to like 10,000 subscribers, people start taking notice. They're like, yo, he's building a platform. Look at that. Hmm. I mean, if I did the spicy ramen noodle challenge and then took one of those Carolina Reapers and chopped it up and put it into the fucking spicy noodles, oh god. Carolina Reaper spicy ramen noodle challenge. Oh, hoo, hoo. Now, I think I'll just save that for a separate video. Dried up Carolina Reapers, man. Oh, good God. I've heard Carolina Reapers are really fucking spicy, too. Oh. You know, if I get a couple more, maybe like 200, 300, 400 more subscribers more, I might, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, I don't want to, You know, I should do that spicy ramen noodle challenge for 6,000 subs. I'll have to do that. I'm definitely not that far off. You know, adding subtitles to my videos probably wouldn't hurt. If I added some Japanese subtitles to my videos, I could literally gain like 50K more subs. That'd be lit. Mm. Mm. Even that Texas toast by itself is still pretty good. Excuse me. No, I'm not focused on dating right now. I'm more focused on getting my career together. When the moment is right, it'll happen. I've witnessed it happen many times. Which is the smart way to do it, because you don't want to, In fact, I'm adding that to the list, believe it or not. I'm adding that to the guidelines of dating. Make sure you got your finances together. And if you're making like a decent amount of money, then it ain't nothing but a thing. Above all, it really actually helps to find women who share the same interests you do. You know what I'm saying? Because that'll make talking to them a lot easier. When you find a member of the opposite sex that you have a lot in common with, it makes talking to them so much smoother. All that tension and worry about, oh, is this person going to like me? Blah, blah, blah. All that melts away instantly. But me personally, I don't give a fuck if you like me or not. I'm on this miserable planet just the same as you or anybody else. So, I mean, it doesn't hurt to make friends, but here's the thing. Okay, don't go through life trying to please everybody. You'll be, you know what I'm saying? If you go through life trying to please everybody, the only person you're not going to be able to please is yourself. You can't make everybody happy. Oh, believe me, you can try. But, someone called me a faggot the other day for wearing goth makeup, and I said, that's not what your mom said last night when I pounded her out with my dick. And then the dude turned around in his car, and I'm like, what, bitch? You fucking pulled out my knife. You want to start something? And then he fucking drove away, and I'm like, that's what I thought. Like, what? Do we got problems here? Because I can make problems. I can make them real quickly. Like, they're all big and bad talking shit out of their car. But they don't get out of the car and say it to my face because they're spineless pussies. I mean, some people do it here in town because they think it's funny and they got nothing to do, so they'll shout stupid shit out the window of their car because they can. But I've been bullied on YouTube for 10 plus years now, and I've had enough of it. I'm not going to put up with it anymore, online or offline. I don't take shit from nobody. The only fucking shit I take is in the goddamn toilet.